Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while, but I'm back, ready to hit you guys with some new content. Today, we're going to be doing something kind of unique, something I've never done before. Today, we're going to be doing a ball test. So, in my bag right here, I got this. Let me see if I can find the right side. As you guys can see, this is a Nike Club Elite soccer ball. This is based off of the current line of Nike balls from the Flight series. And the reason why I want to get this ball and try it out is because I've had the Flight before. So basically, I'll give you guys a breakdown of the balls in the line actually. So first you have the Nike Flight, which is the top of the line match ball that all the pros use, the most expensive one. I think here in Canada it's about $200 for a regular colorway and $210 for any like league affiliated colorway. So for example, if you want this Prem version for the Flight, it'd be $210. Then directly below that you have this model, which is the Club Elite, which is about $75 for a normal version, and then $80 for any like league affiliated version. So I paid $80 for this, which I mean, we'll see if it's worth it or not, but yeah, pretty cool. Then below that, we have something new for this year called the Academy Plus tier, which is basically like the Academy / Strike tier that's a little below that. I don't really know what's different with it, but it's kind of like the same ball, but maybe a little more premium in terms of construction or something like that. But it remains to be seen. Maybe I'll get one in the future. And then finally, below that, you have the Academy tier, or Strike tier as they were called. And it's kind of like the cheapest variant you can get to get the same like texture that you'd have on the Flight ball without paying such a high premium, because that one's about $40 for a regular colorway and $45 for the most expensive variant. And then directly below that, I think you have the just Club, which is like, it has the same graphics, but it's a completely different ball. It's not even the same, so it's not even relevant. The reason why I want to pick this up is because I've actually had the Flight, like I mentioned earlier, and I've also had the Strike / Academy before. And both of those were okay, but both of them I had issues with. So that's another reason why you guys may have noticed that I don't have a lot of Nike balls in my collection. But essentially, when I had the Strike / Academy version, that one pretty much had an issue straight from the factory where it just lost air like really quickly, no matter what you did, how many times you pumped it up. Something was wrong with it. I could just tell from the moment I got it. And then the second ball I had, the Nike Flight, I had the I think it was 2022, 23, the first ball. I had like those gold X's in the white design. I think it was like a homage to like an older ball, but that one, something happened to it where something burst inside and it just started deflating like really quickly. And I know match balls, they don't hold their air as well because of their construction, but like that one was egregious. Like pump it up and like within the session it would be already deflated. So both of those balls had issues. I don't really trust Nike balls because of that, but I really like the design on this Club Elite ball and on this Premier League ball for this season. It's one of the best looking designs in my opinion. So I was like, okay, you know what? Since I want to try the more expensive, like premium version, but not cash out for the full match ball, and I like this design, and I'm also out of balls because I've lost about like 4 or 5 since the summer. I'm down to 2. Well, technically 3, but one of them's about to explode, so that one doesn't even count. So yeah, I'm down to like 2 balls. I recently bought another ball, which I'll probably put out in another session when I put it on YouTube. But yeah, I was just like, I want to get some new balls, try some stuff out, and like, maybe see if it's alright. So that's why I want to get this ball, try it out. I also have, you guys know I have a UCL Adidas ball, that blue one with the white stars. It's from last season, the group stage. That one's a competition tier for about $85. So it's basically the first takedown from the actual Champions League ball. So I want to see maybe how this Nike ball, this, basically the same tier, would compare to what Adidas has to offer. So I know it's a lot of rambling and a lot of reasoning for why I want to get this ball, but I essentially want to see how good it is, try it out, and, get a feel for it. If it's good, I might get some more of these because I actually like the Flight design in general. It's very like, rounded off. Is that the right word? Or I'd say it's very well balanced. Like you can get a good amount of like knuckle from it. It's not anything crazy too much, but it also curls well. It has a nice feel. And I love the way it looks. So if it is a good ball for my testing today, I'll definitely get a few more. But yeah, that's just what I want to see. Also, I'm actually bringing these back. You guys have been following me for a while. You'll know I have the Rashfords, right? I've actually worn these only once. If you guys follow me on TikTok, which you really should, by the way, you'll see that my first pin video is actually me playtesting these, and that's the only time I've ever worn these for a session. Ever since then, these have just been sitting in my closet, collecting dust. So, yeah, I thought, like, what better way to test out a new ball than to test out some pretty much brand new cleats, Might as well just break them in again and just have some fun, Marcus Rashford, Premier League player, you got a Premier League ball, it's a match made in heaven. But yeah, that's enough rambling. Let's get into this session. I hope you guys enjoy, and please I know right now it's right at the start, but if you can, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really means a lot to me. It lets me know that you guys are, really appreciate my content and want to see more. For this session, it's just gonna be like pretty simple, like just some light dribbling, um, maybe like some juggling, a little bit of finishing. It's pretty cold, so I might like not stay too long and do too much, just because one, it's cold as hell, and I also don't want to aggravate my knee. I'm still recovering from that. So yeah, just keep it pretty light, but it's gonna be a fun session overall. So without further ado, I've rambled like way too long. It's probably been like 5 minutes by now, but yeah, let's get into this session, guys. Alright guys, so we're back from the training session. Unfortunately, my camera died while I was out there, so I wasn't able to finish filming my kind of outro and kind of explanation on what I thought about the ball. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing now. I just wanted to do a little close-up so I can, kind of show you guys some of the more intricate features of the ball, and then also finish off my thoughts on it, if that makes any sense. But in any case, this ball is really good. I really like it. It's really hard to describe how it feels, obviously, because it's a ball, and in the grand scheme of things, like most balls do feel similar, especially when I'm comparing this ball to the Nike Flight ball that I had, for example. I'd say the two balls don't feel that much different, Nike Flight ball is definitely a much more fun ball to use because it had a nice padding. And so when you strike the ball, you get a nice dampening effect to it, which felt really nice. You felt like you really got a nice, connection with the ball every time you hit it. Had a nice weight to it, had a nice softness and bounce. But over time, like I said, when it started to have that deflation issue, it just became kind of annoying to play with. This ball, I'd say, is a little more on the padded side. Slightly more on the padded side. It also feels a little lighter. You do still get about a similar amount of grip, although it's not exactly the same. You have these like circular indentations all over the kind of patches of the ball, which add for a little like decent amount of grip. It's nothing too crazy. And in the wet, it still feels kind of slick. Even my Flight ball felt a little slick, although not as slick as some of my other balls, like my UCL competition ball, for example. But yeah, you kind of get like a decent amount of traction and grip from the ball, which is nice, especially in the rain, even though when it is a little slick, it is a little bit of annoying to play with. Apart from that though, you get a nice weight, has a nice kind of cushion and dampening effect. It looks fantastic. And the AeroSculpt grooves, as they're called, where is it on the ball? Right there. The AeroSculpt technology. They work just about the same as on the actual Flight ball. As you guys saw probably with some of my kicks and my free kicks, the ball had a really nice flight pattern, a nice weight to it. When it would knuckle, it would kind of, it would move, but not too much to where it was too aggressive. It curled and moved with the air really nicely. And overall, it's just a well-balanced ball. So for me, if it comes down to like getting more Nike balls, I think I'm probably not going to buy the Flight anymore. And actually, I think they're replacing the Flight, coming this summer. I think July. Yeah, it should be in July 2025. There's a new ball coming out. Not sure which one it is. I forgot the name. If I get the name, I'll put it in the description, or maybe I'll put like a little header in the video just so you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this ball, honestly, I think it's fine for the purposes that I really want it to serve. It's cheaper, but it feels just as good, maybe slightly worse than the actual Flight. So I don't really have any issues with it. And honestly, the colorways that Nike has dropped for this ball in the past few years, especially this season, I think the balls have been really good. You have the first ball with the green and purple designs. And then you have this one. And then I've seen that there have been leaks for the new ball, which is going to have, the kind of homage to, I think it's the 05-06 Premier League ball. It's going to have like the two blue rings on the side, which is really cool since it's going to be the last match ball for the season. So yeah, just a lot to look forward to for this ball. And some of the previous balls in the, from previous years, like those are nice too. So I might be picking up some of those as well. But yeah, it's just a good ball, a solid ball overall for $80. And maybe $75 if I get some of the non-league variations. I think it's a solid pickup, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who is looking for, a top quality ball, but doesn't want to spend the same amount of money that you would spend for maybe a pair of cleats, for example, just for a ball that, if you lose, it's going to be a lot harder to, kind of justify the money, right? But anyways, that's it for this video. I know it was really long with a lot of rambling, both in this part and in the start of the video. When it comes to stuff like this, like technologies, balls, cleats, whatever, I just love to yap and just talk because I know so much about them. And I just want to give you guys the most information that I possibly can. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe like I mentioned earlier. It really shows me that you guys like the content and you want to see more. And it also helps with the algorithm in terms of pushing my videos, getting more views, and of course, getting more engagement, more subscribers, etc., etc. So With that all out of the way, thank you guys for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.